Kazakh people never let guests go empty-handed. Gifts exchange occupies a special place in the expression of hospitality. Presents serve to strengthen mutual relationship. A gift is a sign of respect, an expression of sincerity of feelings. Hello, you're watching Kazakh Live Dastur. Today we will talk about gift-giving traditions. Presenting a chapan, a horse, a flock of sheep, a herd of horses, or just a small souvenir is an invariable part of the Kazakh traditions. Our guest will tell more about these rites, the rules of presenting gifts.
Bolat
Bopaiuly is a member of the Union of Writers and the Union of Journalists of Kazakhstan, an academician and ethnographer.
Academic ethnographer Bolat Bopaiuly stüdyamızda qonaqta.
Welcome. Hello. Please tell us about gifts and ceremony of presenting gifts.
Жайында айтып берсеңіз.
There are many ways to express respect to guests. These rites have been developed since ancient times. Wonderful traditions that have been preserved for centuries are still followed, revealing the identity of the Kazakh people and their culture. Gifts were always supposed to be presented to batirs, leaders, orators, fighters, well-aimed shooters, and artists. Since these people were destined to perform a great job for the benefit of the people, they defended the Kazakh lands, they were engaged in people's enlightenment and developed culture. Usually horses, camels, and chapans were presented to distinguished persons. Men were often given equipment, and women jewelry made of gold and silver. Sometimes even the herd of several camels, horses, cows, flocks of sheep were presented. Traditions of gifting honorable citizens have found a continuation in the present time. Currently, gold, silver, metals usually make the basis of presents. In the old days, Kazakhs tried to present something substantial to show respect. It seems that gifts are equal to having a reward, gaining a well-deserved reputation. There are other types of gifts, for instance, salem dime. Sometimes presents are inherited as amanat. They are passed down through someone else. This is the second type of presents. For example, someone is welcoming a guest from far and hosts present gifts, sweets for the other family members. Having such gift cherishes the memory of an exciting event. Or it can be kept in order to present it to guests or pass it down to dear ones. Yes, they pass it down. This tradition is called sabaga. There is a gift on the occasion of an essential acquisition or as a sign of respect. Someone gives expensive gifts and someone gives money. In general, the tradition of baygazi was first associated with children. It can be considered more as a children's tradition. For example, when a child puts on something new and demonstrates his dressing in front of his relatives, They fastened gold and silver buttons to his clothes. Buttons served as a defense against the evil eye and a wish for wealth, intelligence, and prudence. Afterwards, such baygazi were presented to brides or a good-looking man. Distracting items were fastened on the clothing in order to protect against the evil eye. In addition, baygazi included bells, which were hung on the neck of young cattle, foals, goat kits, and lambs. So the Kazakhs still follow such a wonderful tradition called baygazi.
Мойындарына байғазы ретінде қоңырау ретінде тағып қоятын болған, тіл көзден қалас болсын деген. Оны байғазы жолы болған.
What about kadesi? Cover all traditions. Basically, the gifts as part of kadesi are presented for co-parents-in-law. There are such varieties as qurjan, ukutaghu. There are also presents which constitute the fundamental part of an event, such as quday qonaq, arnayı qonaq, sıy qonaq, qıdırma qonaq. Following this, dishes are divided into bas tabaq, orta tabaq, аяқ tabaq. Kazakhs have also 54 various dishes, and all of them relate specifically to kadesi tradition.
Табақтың бәрі сол кәдесиге арналған. Содан кейін пұлыстан, барқыттан, асыл киімдерден жасалатын кәдесилер болған.
There are also gifts in the form of cuts of velvet, some kind of expensive fabric. Afterwards, gold, silver jewelry for headdress or clothes were presented to women. Gifts are presented depending on age, status, and gender. Basically, all these gifts have turned into wonderful Kazakh traditions, thanks to events and great festivities.
Тамаша қол үзбейтін тамаша дәстүріміз.
Мал мен беріледі.
How do people call the gifts that are given along with cattle?
Сый-сияпаттың өзінде
Such gifts can be of two types. They are called basire and kugentup. Kugentup means presenting a cow, a mare, a camel as a gift to a girl leaving her father's house when marrying a man.
Төркіні жағынан бір малды, ол малды болғанда жаңағы бұзаулы сиыр, биелі құлын, боталы түйені.
They are intended for her.
Жай атамайды көгөн деп қоятын көгөн.
The cattle are tethered separately with a special strong rope. This is a sign of a blessed animal. Such cattle are not slaughtered. They are bred for a special event. The cattle produce offspring. Yes, it is bred well. It is called kugentup. Yes, cattle are called kugentup, and the second type of present is called basire. Basire is a custom when rich, wealthy people slaughter cattle and with the aim to show their own generosity, treat fellow villagers, guests with this meat.
Жомарттығын танытқан кезде жаңағы
It is similar to Kevsian custom, when a farmer distributes part of his harvest as a donation. Usually it is distributed to the poor and disabled people.
соны шетінен былай бүйтіп бауыздап жасайды да, қалған жаңағы ұшырын неменелерге беріп отырады.
Wealthy people present such gifts to poor people, wishing them wealth and prosperity. So the idea of this custom is to share what you have.
Байлықтың жолы соған барсын деп. Сол сияқты жаңағы байлардың малының шетінен бөліп береді.
Rich people show their generosity. It indicates kindness and generosity. In the old days, all the rites of presenting gifts in one way or another were associated with generosity, kindness, as well as wisdom. As a result, honorable gifts were presented.
Жолдармен сақталып келген ғой. Құрметтейдің бәрі содан болады.
Presents were accompanied by the sayings, gifts exchanging strengthens friendship bonds. He who gives, he is rich. He who does not give will not gain.
Сый-сияпат дегеніміздің ішінде
Celebrations are always associated with gifts giving. Almost all traditions and rites of the Kazakhs accompany two periods in life, such as wedding and funerals. Abai said, when a baby is born, people sing a festive song. The mourning song accompanies funerals. After the burial service, the Kazakhs have a funeral reception in a week, in 40 days, and in a year. In the old days, people held commemoration receptions called as Tobayası, Sağınayası.
сияқты. Енді осындай кезде де жаңағы бұрынғы заманда ас бергенде де жаңағы тоқбайдың асы деген, сағынайдың асы деген үлкен астар болды ғой.
Horse races, wrestling competitions, rope pulling, arkantartas, weightlifting, contest, competition of singers, poets were organized at this event. On such days, it was a tradition to simply present a horse, a chapan, or a hat. Moreover, such gifts were received by people who were especially distinguished at competitions or deserved praising.
Басындағы кереметтей тәжісін сыйға тарту деген сыйлар болған. Бұл дегенің оны қандай адамдарға береді? Және халықтың ішінде өте көзге түскен, халық мойындаған.
There were singers. Yes, poets as well. Rich people, batirs, Hans rendered talented artists honors and bestowed them with expensive gifts. This tradition is also one of the most significant among the traditions of gift giving.
Қазақтың үлкен бір сый кәдесінің бірі болып табылады.
It is also a sign of gratitude. Yes, people were grateful and, as a sign of acknowledgement, presented expensive, generous gifts. Traditions have been passed down from generation to generation. Generous people are always blessed. The more you give, the more you achieve. If you don't visit friends, you will be forgotten.
Соны ұрпақтан ұрпаққа сабақтап жалғап отыратын, және өзің айтып отырған береген қолым алаған дейді ғой.
Therefore, let the customs of gifts not be forgotten. Where there are gifts, there are minds. The late Zigen Kabdulov said, "Does this man have enough brains to present gifts? So where the mind is, there is respect."
Марқұм айтатын, Қабдулов. Мына жігіттің миы жетпей тұр ма, сыйы жетпей тұр ма деп. Сондықтан ол бәрі мимен сыйға қатысты болады.
Gifts are presented wisely. Thanks for the conversation, Bolat. We learned a lot of useful information. Let there be more gifts.
керемет мағлұмат алдық. Лайымда сый-сияпат көп.
Thank you. May people present gifts to each other. Amen. Kazakhs have the custom of shige chapan, when co-parents-in-law ahead of wedding event agree to present each other chapans. And these chapans are called shige chapan.
Соны сол шапанды шеге шапан деп атайды. Себебі уәдені міне шегеледік деген мағынада. Той басталған.
It means that the agreement on marriage is made, and it is indestructible. As a confirmation, co-parents-in-law wear these chapans on the wedding day. It was a symbol that both sides kept their word, and the appointed day has come.
Адамды қуанышпен қарсы алатын болған.
The words toy bastar, sarqıt are well known to any Kazakh. Currently, these rites
Әдемі сөздер Қазақ деген тойшыл халықтың құлағын
imply presenting small gifts. There are manufacturers who prepare them.
неше бір түрлері бар. Ал оны дайындайтын мамандар
Our next guest is a cultural figure of Kazakhstan,
Қазақстан Республикасының мәдениет қайраткері.
an ethnographer, a collector, Bakhargul Tulegen. Welcome, Bakhargul. We are very glad to see you. Thank you. I'm very happy too. You study ethnography as well as prepare real gifts for festive events. Please, tell us about it in detail. How do you make them? What rules do you adhere to? Do you study its history?
Неге сүйенесіздер? Тарихына көлесіздер ме?
Халқымыздың осы
We follow the popular rule. Guests are always presented some gifts as a sign of respect and remembrance of the event. We continue the Asian traditions, adapt them to modern realities. The gift may be small, but at the same time they serve for building warm relations between two sides. It helps bring people closer.
енді кеңпейілдігін өздерінің арақатынасын жақындататын бір тамаша үрдіс деп құбылыс деп ойлаймын.
Therefore, we are engaged in the production of such significant products, souvenirs, for which there is always place in any home. Due to small size, our souvenirs are in demand among foreign guests. Thanks to this, we contribute to promotion of Kazakhstan image at the global level.
Естелік ретінде шетелден келген қонақтар алып кетіп жатады. Сол арқылы да біз Қазақстанды әлемге танытуға аз да болса үлес қосамыз ба деп ойлаймын.
It is a very important business. Souvenirs, in addition, serve to revive folk traditions. Our ancestors used everything as gifts, even if it was perfume, soap, a piece of fabric. They never let guests go away empty-handed. Guests were always presented gifts. A horse or chapan still make great gifts for respected guests. Of course, there are some small souvenirs for foreigners, which they can take abroad. I consider it's my duty to produce such souvenirs for guests. We have released more than 1,000 units at the moment, and basically all of them are connected with traditions. Demand is high. Our people revere traditions. Gifts can contain inscriptions such as good luck in your endeavors, good luck to you, wish you well-being and prosperity, and so on.
Ана жолың ашық болсын, асығың алшысынан түссін, шаңырағың биік болсын, босағаң берік болсын деген сондай тамаша тілек.
On the other hand, we associated such inscription with positive beliefs, good signs. A gift in the form of a small keychain with the inscription good luck will please anyone. Such a keychain was believed to bring luck to his owner.
деп ойлаймын. Сондықтан оны кішкентай бір ел оқып, жолың ашық болсын деп біз жасап қоямыз ғой. Соны сыйласаң.
We all believe in such signs. This is the theme we touched upon in today's program. Faith, signs, symbols.
Осы передачада соны айтып отырсыздар бағдарламада, иә. Наным, сенім, ырым.
Such gifts bring joy, keeps our spirits high. That is true. The inscription contains words, have luck. Both adults and children will be happy to have been bestowed with such presents. Байғазы, көрімдік gifts symbolize well-wishing and goodwill.
Байғазы, көрімдік, сыйлық дегеннің бәрі бір жақсылықтың символы ғой.
It is a good sign.
Нышаны, иә.
Bonds are reinforced by mutual exchange of gifts. There are gifts presented for weddings, to co-parents-in-law, children, and donations for funeral services, and so on. We mainly produce gifts designed for wedding events such as toybastar, shashu gifts. There are a lot of varieties of presents. They can carry certain meaning, for example, traditional, historical, and authentic. Regarding historical items, we can consider the Golden Man. Jewelry which have been buried with him also constitute history. It is worth reviving them, so that people always knew the history. We reproduce all the elements of Golden Man's belt and headdress. This is a bright example of our rich history. Traditional gifts include the elements of decoration of a yurt.
Шығармасқа алтын адамның белдігіндегі, бас киіміндегі барлық әшекейлерді біз жаңғыртып шығарып отырмыз.
Harness, some kind of household accessories. In addition, there is a vast variety of jewelry for women.
Тоқымды, асықты, шаңырақты не үшін шығармасқа? Барлығы қазақ халқымыздың тұрмыстық бұйымдары, әшекей.
In particular, earrings, belts, rings, bracelets, and clasps.
Біздің өңір әшекейлері, сырғалар, белдіктер, жүзіктер, білезіктер, қапсырмалар.
They all serve for presents. This is all about gifts. Such gifts are especially popular among women. Therefore, they can easily decide what to present. We try to popularize these products and make them publicly available. The essence of Kadisi tradition lies in the preservation and material promotion of customs and rites. There are gifts called sarqat. Elder women and mothers bring to children sweets from festive events. Sarqat is a treat that guests usually take with them after a festive dasturkhan as a sign of prosperity and well-being. They believe that those who will try sarqat will be also endowed with such happiness. Sinshe is a custom when someone shares good news. Mainly this kind of gift is given on arrival of a new baby. Nowadays, sinshe serves as a good intention to congratulate heartily a person who buys a new house, a car, so on. Everyone presents gifts to him. This is called sinshe. Байғазы refers to clothing. When a person buys new dressing, especially expensive one, friends and relatives give him gifts. We produce various gifts such as household items that our ancestors used in the past. We decorate them with ornaments. For example, such a wineskin was presented wishing immense wealth. Qazaqs can be decorated with beautiful inscription, wish of good luck. Wishes of wealth are inscribed on the fortune-telling bone. Gifts with such inscriptions are important. It means that a person chooses a gift with whole heart. This is not just an item that will be kept for decoration of the interior. It carries some sacred meaning. People's belief grows stronger. We even made a radius bone to wish well-being and peace in the house. In the old days, clean bones were hung outside the house. And if the thieves attempted to rob the house, looking at the bones, it was clear that many people lived in it and they were frightened. This souvenir is considered as a protection against thieves. And now many couples acquire such bones and hung in their homes to protect internal peace and quiet. For example, there is Qazaq. This is not a copy of Qazaq, which is preserved in the mausoleum of Qazaq Yasawi and carved with surahs from Quran. It is a symbol of inexhaustible abundance, prosperity, and wealth. People can buy Qazaq and it will serve as a decoration to the interior. It will bring prosperity to home. Fill it with sweets. Children eat them, and you will fill again and believe this will bring prosperity. Dombra appears as a special gift among Kazakh people. Therefore, we made a figurine of Dombra in the form of an eagle owl. The eagle owl was considered as a sacred bird. A Dombra and a whip are always hung in the houses in a prominent place, for example, on the wall. We also made a souvenir in the form of a whip. It is believed that it protects from the evil eye, evil spirits. So once again, I stress that souvenirs are not just an interior decoration. They carry a deeper meaning. We put all efforts to revive a rich folk culture. This not only implies business, but also promotion of national traditions and expression of identity of the Kazakhs. They deserve to take place in museums 50, 100 years from now. They embody folk traditions. Many jewelers, designers, sculptors have contributed their energy to production. For example, there is a simple fridge magnet. Such a souvenir with Kazakhstan inscription and an image of the country are sold to tourists from around the world. If at least 10%, that is 500 people, would buy and take souvenirs with them abroad, then it is already a significant contribution to the promotion of country's image. We made this 500,000 souvenirs and sold all of them. In addition, such souvenirs serve to revive folk traditions as well as promote the formation of the Kazakh brand. The brand formation does not take place immediately. One must work for it 10, 20 years. And now it can confidently be called the company that has formed its own brand and produces only Kazakh folk products. I consider the production of national products to be our civic duty. Thank you very much, Bahargul. I wish your souvenirs are designed to continue to promote the Kazakh culture to the whole world. Thank you, Tamara. I really enjoy this program. I'm glad that you revive and promote national traditions, customs, rites, and culture. Let there be more such programs. Thank you. Amen. May your wishes come true.
Сыйлық алғанда адамның жаны жадырап, көңілі көтер.
The gift makes our spirits high, inspires and pleases the eye. Exchange mutual gifts, strengthen relationships, and make your loved ones happy. You watch the Kazakh Live Dastur program with Tamara Asar. See you soon.
Тамара Асар. Көріскенше күн жақсы ағайын.